They were talking about, I think, evictions and people having problems paying the rent. She said, well, we're probably going to have to extend our stay-at-home orders for several months. And that became an international story. It was clarified later in the day that there will be restrictions eased along the way. But today, she just went with indefinite.
Indefinite restrictions.
We can get from Steve and find out more.
We're on house arrest in California.
As you said yesterday, she kind of got caught off guard. I don't think she realized she was going to be actually misquoted initially, or at least taken out of context. And then talking about at least 3 months for the moratorium, because that answer was only given to help them understand the board about these moratoriums. But then today she did announce the safer at home order has been extended indefinitely. It's part of the modified health order. Also in that was we
don't want to stay home anymore
for businesses to reopen. So all retail shops in Los Angeles County can reopen with restrictions, and those basically are curbside service. But the strategies for closing down and sort of how we are moving forward were described like this.
One of our strategies for making sure that we continue to not see any huge increases in deaths and hospitalizations is to use our health officer orders to help us reflect our progress on our recovery journey. So we are reopening.
I'm seriously, because I mean, maybe here's some things on the inside. If the deaths are being driven by people trapped in nursing homes or prisons or, those types of situations, why does she keep harping on that?
Sorry about the roads.
There aren't big increases outside
roads are
the nursing homes.
Oh, another 5G tower.
The
I know you can't see it.
Will
That's brand new.
Dozens of deaths like that in a flash.
I think there was a church, another church. Sorry, this is really. If you go under a bridge, it just messes up the reception for my radio for some reason AM.
Their position is that every death is important, or no death is important.
I'm listening to an LA radio station.
I know, but the public's not
to hear about how we're pretty much going to have to keep staying at home.
People aren't crowding nursing homes the way they might the beach.
While they're picking on people in nursing homes.
Their policies of sending in infected patients and not testing visitors. Right. It was their policies that caused the massive deaths. So I would only say to that is, if you recall many weeks ago when we spoke, it wasn't the transmission of the COVID-19 virus within nursing homes, as it was explained to us early on, wasn't necessarily patient to patient at the time. It was outsiders bringing it in. And that was part of the issue that they were talking about. And then that's when they kind of dialed it back and said we should have had more stricter policies against outsiders coming in. Right, their policy.
Well, sure, but what I'm getting at is this.
Basically, I've been going from store to store today, and my whole area has been hijacked by socialism and social distancing and mask wearing. If I don't wear a mask, I'm not going to be able to go into any store. And at this point, I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable, so I play along with it. And then, of course, every single day around 2 o'clock, they dump out a bunch of pesticides over my region. So I'm forced to put the mask on so I can breathe. And I believe that it does help a little bit in that way. And also I want to dive into a new subject. I watched a little bit of a press conference with Donald Trump today, and he had some people around him pushing, it's called contact tracing. And people that haven't been tested for COVID, they can go in contact, they can actually trace you, and then this will all lead into an upcoming VAX, which he seems to be right behind on, and I'm really scared about that. So we really, I just can't believe the things I'm hearing. So I've got to really get and study this, and I need your comments on here to help me feel a little bit better about what POTUS is up to, unless he has this strategy where he's going to have these people, Dr. Evil and all these people, make up a vaccine only to have them take it first. But how will we really know they really ever took it? So that's the problem. So we have to make sure that all these evil people would be able to test the vaccine. They need to all of them, every single one of them, need to take it first. I want a showing of the people that are pushing the VAX Bill Gates, what's that little guy's name? Ferrer, Bricks, some of the new players in the game. I want to see all of them taking the shot. I want all of them to get the vaccination that they're talking about. This is so great. I want to see them step up to the plate and take that. So that's, yeah, and I want your comments and your thoughts on what President is doing, and do you think that he's being influenced in a negative way? Is he still with us? Is he still on board with helping us? Anyway, I would love to know. Well, I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna look into this a little more, and thanks everybody for watching. I'll talk to you soon.
Go ahead.
Well, hi. Thank you, Mr. President. I want to thank the federal government for its partnership on our COVID-19 response, and particularly the supplies you've given us, the tests, and look forward to that continuing. And the more people we can test, and then we can force multiply that with contact tracing, so we can quarantine people that haven't even had a test yet.
Contact tracing, force people, what? Now these are people. She looks like a doctor. I didn't quite get her name. I don't know. I'm just assuming she's. Am I wrong here, everybody?
That's really, the way that we're going to contain the virus in Colorado. We've got a local public health department that covers every county, and they are ready to do testing and contact tracing, and so that's our plan. It's going to be a statewide effort.
Well, thank you very much. Terrific job, too.
Okay, that was someone from Colorado.